au bout d'une corde britannique.
It's like the Bogart movie. We've been taken over by the fascists, and I feel like I'm running Rick's Cafe. No, I just thought about it. Michelle wears a Marie Antoinette dress, perhaps the most ungainly dress in the history of a first lady, that cost only $12,000, so that moments later Obama can talk about the 1% and how bad the poor have it in the country. $12,000 dress. $12,000 dress. Now, when Nixon was in power, I think when Pat bought a dress that cost $14 at Kresge's, the liberal media went crazy. This is frightening. But wait, it gets worse. Let's forget her sartorial innocence. Let us talk about the fact that the lowest possible human beings in the world were in the White House yesterday. How do you feel about Al Sharpton putting on a tuxedo and walking like he's a king in our people's house? How do you feel about this lowlife who slandered Detective Pagonis, who egged on the people who set Freddie's Fashion Mart on fire, who has done nothing but divide and, well, what shall I say to you? Do you think Al Sharpton got where he is because of his genius, because of his contributions to America, or because of his bullying and his thuggishness? And, you know, you can only say, well, birds of a feather. That's all you can say. Obama administration reports that 8 million uninsured Hispanics are eligible for health coverage. No kidding. He wants to insure all of Mexico so that you can pay for it, you moron. But I love about this, there's a certain delicious justice in the fact that the Prius driving libs with the Obama bumper stickers are going to actually pay for the Mexicans' health coverage. See, there's the only justice in this. Meanwhile, the front runner to lead the North Carolina Democratic Party is a Nation of Islam member. Nation of Islam member. He's leading the Democratic Party. I always told you that the Democrats would become the fascists. I've been telling you that for 20 years. Do we have the soundbite of Louis Farrakhan? Where is that? Where is it? I don't see it. Well, I'll just play a little Louis Farrakhan to warm the crowd up here in the Savage Nation.
According to the history of the white race, they are guilty of making trouble, causing war among the people and themselves ever since they have been on our planet Earth. So the God of the righteous has found them disagreeable to live with in peace and has decided to remove them from the face of the earth.
So there's Louis Farrakhan, a friend of Obama, saying that the white race will be removed from the face of the earth. Now, if this is not domestic terrorism, can you tell me what is? Tell me what is domestic terrorism. Is this domestic terrorism? It gets even better. All of you liberals out there, there's such a delightful irony. All of you white liberals who voted in this psychotic president who's unleashed the worst vermin on the planet in their verbal assaults upon white people, unlike I've never seen anything in my life. Can you imagine if a Ku Klux Klan lunatic started railing like this against black people, what would be said by the drug addicts at NBC? One after the other now comes out and says he was an alcoholic. The next one says he was a drug addict. Just as I told you, most of the media are drug addicts. Almost all of them are drug addicts or alcoholics. And now here's your friend Louis Farrakhan in clip 16.
God does not have to tell us that they are disagreeable to live with in peace. We already know it, for we are the victims of these troublemakers. Allah will fight this war for the sake of his people, the black people, the real children of Israel, and especially for the American so-called Negroes.
Now it gets even better. In 17, he hits a crescendo. You have to hear that one.
Time and again, we, the so-called American Negroes, will be the lucky ones. We are Allah's choice to give life, and we will be put on top of civilization. So peace can only come from a superior power, and I represent that power.
I'm speechless. If you don't hear the voice of a madman, Hitler couldn't have said it better than Louis Farrakhan. Farrakhan sounds like a black Hitler.